Okay, so now we're going to look at our first activity, which is a game. So for this game, you're going to need the engineer cards that are included in your kit. If you're working with the younger age group of 5 to 6-year-olds, you should entirely skip this activity. Their reading comprehension at this point is not really sufficient to get the most out of this activity and to fit into the shorter program. Instead, you can extend the introduction by a couple of minutes and just explain that there are many different types of engineers. They each have different jobs to do, and maybe give a couple of simple explanations. There are also a couple of options for the game. If you're working with smaller groups of up to 10 people or groups that are up to 8 years of age, the first option is definitely recommended. This uses the cards as a memory matching game. To set this up, lay all of the cards face down on a table or on the floor and have participants take turns turning over 2 cards with the aim of matching. When they find a matching pair, they get to keep it, and the winner is the person with the most matching pairs when all of the cards are gone. When the cards are turned over, make sure to loudly state the name and type of engineer and give a quick example of what to do. To help, some keywords are highlighted in bold on the cards. This only needs to be done the first time each discipline is discovered. The second option is much more active and works better with larger groups and older participants. For this, each participant will be given a single card and will become that type of engineer for the evening. It can be helpful to go around the room and get each person to read out what type of engineer they are, but because of time, try and avoid getting them to read the whole card. Next, you want to divide the room into 2 halves, yes and no, and then ask the participants a question like, would your engineer use a computer? And get them to choose a side. Discussion is allowed and encouraged, but sitting on the fence is strictly not allowed, and you want to make sure that they have a strict time limit to decide. Choose a couple of participants from each round to justify their answer and allow participants to switch backwards and forwards as they make realizations. The aim of this activity is not to have correct answers, but to see that not all engineers do exactly the same thing.